Hey everybody, Parker here. Welcome to Truck Talk Tuesday, the show where I sit in my truck on Tuesdays, talk to you guys about real estate. So during COVID, we're to say it's almost been 18 months, a year and a half since this whole crazy pandemic thing started. We in Deschutes County have seen a lot of immigration into the area. It's been driving up home prices. It's been kind of a major factor in why our home prices have been raising at the rate that they have been. And I hear this a lot. Oh, all of these Californians moving into the area, buying up all the homes. That's not exactly what's happening. I'm going to post a little graphic here to show you actually who's moving here primarily, and you guys can make your inferences on that. I think that there's some big similarities between these 5 counties. So here it is. Obviously, you can see Multnomah County, Washington County, Clackamas County, which are all kind of Portland metro area I-5 spots. Number 4, we have LA County, which is our Californians, and then we have people from Seattle and King County, Washington. So why is this group of people coming to the Central Oregon area, and why over the last 8 months did COVID kind of spark this kind of frenzy? Well, one of the big things that happened during COVID that everybody's aware of is the adaptation to, well, remote work. Bend in general, I read this statistic and it's completely crazy to me, between 1 in 4 and 1 in 5 people work remotely now full-time for a professional organization. So the ability to work remotely significantly changes the way that people look at where they live and what they need in terms of what they're living in. And that general accessibility has really opened up folks from out of town to being able to come here that are in higher tax brackets, because they no longer have to be kind of tied down to locale and being able to go into the office. So you're seeing high productive, high income earners bringing in and stimulating the economy. But I think it's very telling that you look at these 5 counties and you can kind of see over the last, election cycle, everything that's gone on, there has been some similarities between all of these places. Number 1 is lot sizes and home price per square foot are significantly higher than Central Oregon. I know that at this point, when you say that Bend's average home price is just under $700,000 and Redmond's over $450,000, that we're not exactly located in the affordable range that we once were. But to people that are coming from places where square footages and space are at a premium, Bend and Redmond, while our lot sizes have been shrinking in terms of development, these are palatial areas where people can get a significant more amount of space, privacy, and accessibility to activity than they once were, while dealing with a significantly smaller population. I know if you're like me, that's been born here and has lived here for just under 30 years, it seems like the traffic and everything's crazy, but when you look at what's happening to people that are out-of-towners, they think that this is kind of a cakewalk. You don't have to commute for 2 hours to get to someplace, and then 2 hours back, so you have significantly less drive time. Combine that with the fact we have remote work, you start to see a picture being painted of Bend and Central Oregon being a very relaxed environment that affords people a little bit more space and bang for their buck. Also, one of the big things, when you look at these places throughout kind of our election cycles and everything, there's a significant amount more of unrest than in the Central Oregon area. So things like safety, consistency, as well as a continuously good living product, as well as, if you're from here, you know that the natural beauty is something. These are major driving forces into why all of these people, especially, because you have to remember, Californians aren't the number 1 people moving here. It's, in fact, people from our own home state that are just jumping across from the valley over into the Central Oregon area. We are in a spot that, it's a beautiful place to live. And while everything's been changing and we're seeing this massive influx, we do have some opportunity in the fact that we have large economic growth and things along those lines, but we do have a little bit more competition within the marketplace. So what does that mean for people that are selling their homes? What does that mean for people that are buying? Well, for people that are selling their homes, this is a great time to sell. Personally, if you are in a larger home or a higher end home and you're looking at downsizing, this might be the perfect time to do it, to be able to extract some equity, move out of the capital gains areas, and be able to store some equity so that you can invest, travel, do whatever things that you want to do long term. If you're looking to buy in this area, lateral mobility has changed drastically over the last 18 months due to the fact there have been major equity gains and higher competition in the marketplace. So that might mean you might want to stay put for a little bit, or if you have the capability of finding either harvesting some equity and looking into different types of investment opportunities, that might be the play. And if you're looking to get into the market for the first place, the unfortunate reality is you're going to be in a higher competitive spot, and since prices have increased, the product that you're looking for is most likely going to be a bit of a step down than what you could have purchased a couple years ago. If you have some additional questions about these types of things, I would love to help you out. My phone number is 541-815-4136. I'm Parker. I'm selling Central Oregon. I'd love to help you guys out. And remember, most of the people that are moving here are actually our fellow Oregonians, so be nice to the new kids on the block. They didn't do anything. They're just trying to get out of the rain. So have yourself a great day. Stay blessed.